personally thank you for your kind support and so many others. I really, it's just touching and heartfelt. And I want you to know, I can't do it without you. I keep saying that over and over again. And a lot of you don't know, I met Governor Allen when he was running for U.S. Senate. My wife and I did in Richmond. He was meeting with a lot of the folks from the Indian American community, and it was a small group. That's where I got to know him. And he's never left me. And he stayed there. And without one moment of thought, he said, Jody, I'll be there for you. A lot of you asked me, how did he come here? That's why he did it. I mean, he's an honorable man doing honorable things for honorable people in this state. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's honored to be here. And before I forget it, I want to say thank you to my wife, Louise. She puts up with me. She puts up with all of us. And this is hard work, as you might not know. And, Kim Saul's over there I work with. She calls her St. Louise. One, to be married to me. Two, putting up with me. Second, is Beth Ann, Emily, and Philip. 4 years ago when I ran the primary, Philip said, please vote for my dad, he's Republican. Vote after vote. And Beth Ann, my daughter, as an example, she goes out and knows where the voters are. She knows the issues. And she's going to be some big leader someday. And that's huge. And I'm just so proud of her. I have another big announcement you may not know. I want to thank the Republican State Leadership Committee Future Majority Project, the FMP. This week, they identified my race as a national race in the state legislative letter, one of 14 races and 14 to watch. Tonight we have two questions. And really, one question is, have you had enough in District 13? Have you had enough? Really? Have you had enough to go out and get the voters and get out the votes? And have you had enough in Howard County to go out and get the voters and get enough? More people to vote to fix things. That's what it's about. Fix things that serve people. The bottom line is you, your family, your kids, and women and children deserve better. And I want to be very, very clear. My race is about people and not party. It's about people. And that's what we have to do. We have to work for people. I keep hearing over and over again, on November 4th, help is on the way. And we must demand accountability and efficiency. As Governor Allen said, I am certain we can do that. We can get that done for women, children, and families in District 13. And really, there's three main reasons. First of all, I want to serve you. That's just the bottom line. I want to serve every one of you, every one of our citizens. I'm an Army veteran. I was honorably discharged from the 902nd Military Intelligence Group at Fort Meade, Maryland. I've served honor. I will serve you without question. And I will serve to find the fraud, waste, and abuse. That's very important. As an auditor, I will find that. And we have the right to have a health exchange that works and not waste $200 million. Go work and pay taxes and waste the money. Then spend $70 million on another exchange, and then on top of that saying you have to re-register for the health exchange that didn't work in the first place. There's a problem there in Annapolis. I've been a partner at a CPA firm. I've audited for Marriott International as an internal auditor. I've been an external auditor. I've audited at HHS. Right now, we could have practically got a better health care system from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid for probably no money at all. It's insane, the waste. And Governor Allen mentioned, I love to play softball with my girls. I love to watch them play. They're competitors, and he's right about that. And one of the things that's really cool about them, they have baseball bats and they know how to use them. So I'm going to I have to say, they know how to swing those bats. And one of the things, some of the things we talked about, our kids deserve priority access to Maryland four-year universities. Priority access. Our kids don't deserve to learn in trailers and be bused all over the county. There's something wrong with that. We can do better, and we have to do better for every one of our children or families. And Governor Allen says, but we deserve free reign. Free reign. I said when I was with my opponent one time, what's he going to tax next? The air? The sun? And somebody said, don't give me any ideas. I mean, they will. Taxing people for rain is an absurdity. It's an absurdity. When we underfund the transportation fund, the teacher pension fund, and also the environmental funds, the Chesapeake Bay Fund. Let's do what we say and not what we say we're going to do with the people's money. And then gas is on taxes and tolls. It's a cruel reality to raise gas taxes on families. The opposition will talk about, taxing the rich. Gas taxes don't tax the rich. They tax working families, working mothers who want to go to work, take their kids to soccer, and go on vacation. It's a regressive tax. It hurts families. We need to stop the gas tax increases and start treating families better. You know, and there's something very important about understanding District 13. I can win. I want you to understand that. I can win. 2 cycles ago it was Republican. Understand that. Equally, if you look at the Hogan polls, you know, it's a statistical dead heat. If you look at the Kittleman polls, it's a statistical dead heat. I would argue we're right neck and neck right now. If you go Route 1, go look at all the vote Venkatesan 4x8 signs. They're crazy. We said vote V for victory. That's what we said. Vote V for victory. I'll ask you to remember one letter on election day. There you go. See that? You know, my opponent has a record. He's a career politician who's forgotten his constituents. That's just a fact. You know, it clearly he's working for special interests. You know, he's forgetting the women, children, and families that he says he cares about, but his actions say different. And that's the reality. And that's what elections are about. You know, and I'll tell you, Guy's not your guy. He's a get-along guy. That's what he is. He gets along to go along. If you can't see the pun there, I'm sorry. You'll figure it out. So it begs the question, what has it gotten you? Really, what has it gotten you? It's more taxes, more unemployment, more underemployment. Your kids can't go to schools that you want them to go to. And you're living and saying, what's next? What other shoe are you going to drop? Well, they want to now tax the mileage of how far you drive. They want to monitor how far you drive in your car. Talk about privacy. These are all ideas. These ideas become reality in Annapolis. Then he has the audacity to ask for a raise and a promotion. You know, if this was the private sector, he'd be fired. He'd be fired. He wouldn't dare to ask for an increase. And so those are the questions. You know, I'd like to say in the ad, you know, in the 80s, they said, where's the beef? I want to know where's the audit. Where's the audit of the health care exchange? Honestly, he chairs the joint audit committee in the House of Delegates. Where is the audit of the health exchange that wasted $200 million of your hard-earned tax dollars? I want to know who it was spent, where it was spent, why it was spent, and what you're going to do to fix it in the future. Very simple questions. Prevention of waste of taxpayer money. It's cruel. It's wrong. It's unimaginable. You know, we need that audit now. We need to know what happened. And yet nobody wants to utter a word about it. Silence is all we get. Enough of the silence. Let's vote. And that's what it's about. So, you know, there's things asked about accountability and deserving things that are better for your families. I don't care where we are. We can do better. We all can do better. Your families can do better. And that's why I'm so proud of all you who are running in this audience and the people who are working diligently to do the right thing. And when we go out and we meet independent voters and Democrat voters, and we hear that, and Governor Allen mentioned, I was out door knocking the other day. Lady was walking her dog, and I'm not kidding, in the Skaggsville area. She flipped over the card and she yelled back. She says, I want free reign! Walking her dog. You're going to get it if you get me elected, I guarantee it. I will not stop until you get free reign. To tax the rain. There's a business in Baltimore County, I'm telling you the truth. I know when he first got his rain tax, it was $38,000. He negotiated it down to $19,000 per year into perpetuity. That's not right. It raised property taxes on every Maryland homeowner by $90. Some of these people, over and over again. People are taxed and squeezed more and more than ever. And now they can't even get the health care that they said they were going to get for poor people. I could go on about that. There are 3 things, you know, there's several things we need. One, I need you to tell people. Don't go away and not tell people. You know, I know a lot of the people with fixed HOCO are here. I know a lot of the people here who are in their care. I know there's issues on your heart. You got to tell 3 people, 5 people. Get out and vote. 3 to 5. Maybe 10. She's saying 10. Tell them all. Tell them all. You know, we need people in every precinct. We need people working in every precinct. If you don't know where to find me, call my cell phone number. I never hide it. You know that? If you Google it, you can probably find it. I'm available. You know, we need door knockers. I'll tell you, this gentleman over here, Craig Jackson, has practically single-handedly knocked all of Columbia. You don't know that. Right now. I forget something, so I shouldn't do this, but the reality is, they're up putting those 4x8 signs up and me getting blisters and pounding in the heat. I mean, these are heroes. These are heroes. You know, the fundraising, we need the more money to get out this message of you deserve better. You deserve better. It's not about a party, it's about people. It's about serving people. Go to social media tonight. Tell them what you heard. Tell them about Governor Allen. I mean, this is huge stuff. He came here, to serve us so that we can serve other people. That's powerful, Governor, and I appreciate it from my heart. Thank you. The important thing is we can win this. We can do it. We can do it together. We can do this. We can do this. I ask you to vote V for victory on November 4th. Thank you.